just for the morning. I have to do some training in the afternoon.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. Let's go on the record, please. This is cause number 2021 CR 11646, 11642A, 11643, the state of Texas versus Nicholas Ryan Roberts. Attorneys, please make your announcements for the record.
Gretchen Flater for the state.
Todd Lessert for the defense.
Mr. Roberts is appearing by video conference from the Bexar County Jail. Go ahead and tell me your full name.
Good afternoon, Judge. My name is Nicholas Ryan Roberts.
Mr. Roberts, you have 3 cases that we're going to work out this morning. I'm sorry, this afternoon.
Yes, Your
What
Honor.
I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the range of punishment for every case that you're charged. I'm going to show you the indictment. And then everything else after the range of punishment is the same. So I will always allude to the 3 cases together. But first off, we're going to do the indictments individually.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's take a look at the first indictment. This is for the, possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. And this is straight possession. In count 1, it also alleges a repeat offender enhancement allegation. It is alleging a penitentiary trip for a theft case. State, can you tell me how we're going to proceed on this one?
We're abandoning the repeat offender allegation.
Mr. Roberts, what that means is that we're going to proceed solely on this first paragraph, the possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That is punishable as a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years confinement and a possible fine of up to $10,000. And that is for confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, the institutional division.
Yes,
Do you
Your Honor.
understand the range of punishment that applies to this second-degree felony?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. Let's take a look at the next indictment. I'm going to zoom in for you so that you can see it, but the check is a little unclear. And we're proceeding on count 1, State. State, are we proceeding on count 1?
Yes, Judge.
Count 1 alleges the offense of fraudulent forgery of a commercial instrument or a check. So the copy of the check is right below all the writing in the indictment. Can you see the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the check, I zoomed in on it as much as I could. This check that was passed is to Red McCombs Toyota in the amount of $46,900 from Pete Escamilla. Do you see those important parts?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then the third indictment, and cause number ending in 1646, third indictment alleges forgery of a commercial instrument or check. This one is alleged to have occurred July 28th, 2021. And this is payable from Pete Escamilla, also payable to Jared Store, I guess. And that is for $40,418.41, it looks like.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, and that, in this case, State, we're going to proceed as charged, right?
Yes, Judge.
So these 2 indictments, Mr. Roberts, the forgery of a commercial instrument or check, these are state jail felonies.
Yes, Your Honor.
A state jail felony is punishable by confinement in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, but it is for confinement in a state jail facility. For any period from 6 months to 2 years confinement, it also carries a possible fine in each case of up to $10,000. So do you understand the range of punishment for state jail felonies?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. I'm going to go back to the drug case. You have the right in all of these three matters. You have the right to a jury trial. You have the right to cross-examine all of the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent. Those are your constitutional rights, and they apply to every case. Do you understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
When you sign the court admonishments, you're signing what's called a defendant's waiver of rights. And what you're telling me by signing that is that you're going to give up those constitutional rights that we just went over. In each case, is that what you intend to do today, Mr. Roberts?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Is this your electronic signature in the drug case ending in 643 right here?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay. In the state jail felony ending in 642A, is this your electronic signature here at the bottom?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And in the state jail felony ending in 646, is this your electronic signature here? Whoops, sorry. Is this your electronic signature, Mr. Roberts, here at the bottom?
Excuse me. Yes, Your Honor, it is.
And that's what you intend to do in each case, right? You intend to waive your rights?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
If you were not a citizen, I'm still required to tell you that a plea of guilty or no contest to this charge could result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law. Mr. Roberts, are you satisfied with the representation of Mr. Lessert?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Mr. Lessert, does your client have a rational and factual understanding of the proceedings against him?
Yes,
Has he been able to assist you in the preparation of any defenses?
he has.
In your opinion, is he mentally competent to waive his rights and enter into a plea?
He is.
I will accept the waiver of rights and make it part of the record. Mr. Roberts, on the screen, I have the plea bargain for the cause number that ends in 646. I want to go over it with you. And then I want you to tell me if that's your understanding of the agreement. It calls for 90 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244 of the Penal Code. There is no fine and no applications for probation in this case, and all of your cases will run concurrent. Is that your understanding of the agreement in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, it does.
Okay. And then cause number ending in 642A, the plea bargain calls the same. Prosecution to proceed on count one, 90 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244. No fine, no application, all the cases run concurrent. Is that your understanding in this agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
On the second degree felony possession case, the plea bargain calls for a recommendation of deferred adjudication, $1,000 fine. Cases will run concurrent. Restitution for the lab fee, which is $57. And we're going to reset all of your cases for, well, just this one, for a DDRF and TAP evaluation. If either of those evaluations recommend residential type treatment, then your agreement in this plea bargain is that you will go to residential treatment. This period of supervision will be for 6 years. We're going to do a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service. No contact order with Renato Harris or Adriana Cruz. We're also going to do moral recognition therapy, and all of the, whatever the results of the evaluations are, those are conditions of your probation. Is that your understanding? That's a loaded one, but is that your understanding of the agreement in that one?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Mr. Lessert, is all of the agreements that I have read, are those your understanding of the agreements?
They are, Your Honor.
And state, is that your understanding?
Yes, Judge.
We're going to start with the possession case. That's the one I have on the screen. What is your plea to that charge? Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest, Mr. Roberts?
Guilty, Your Honor.
We're moving on to the state jail forgery case ending in 642A. What is your plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And in cause number ending in 646, that's another state jail felony forgery. Is it guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
In all of these matters, are you entering a plea of guilty because you are guilty and for no other reason?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced you to enter a plea
No, Your Honor.
or offered you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea of guilty in each of these cases. I find the pleas are voluntarily made, and I will ask the state to tender its proof.
State offer States Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections.
States 1 is admitted in every case. Mr. Lester, are you satisfied the state complied with Article 3914 in every case?
I am.
States 1 is admitted. I'm sorry. I will sign the discovery acknowledgement in each of these cases and make it part of the record. I'll need a few minutes to read all of the steps. So what's going to happen, Mr. Roberts, is I'll sentence you on the state jail felonies. It sounds like those will be done. And then we'll reset just for the probation case, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give me just a minute.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Last year, I went to sleep in the sun and
Okay, let's go back on the record, please. Mr. Roberts, what is the Harris County hold for?
So, Your Honor, I'm not sure on why they have a hold on me because I have called several times to ask and they say they have nothing on me.
Your Honor, I think it might be a mistaken identity. There's no middle initial. It's the same date of birth except for the year. But Mr. Roberts is telling me that's not him.
I'm just asking because we're going to do all these evaluations, but he will not be transported to any treatment facility if he has cases pending. That's the problem.
Clearly.
Let's try to find out what that's all about. And I'll try to find out on my end if they want you or not. All right. Let's go back to the state jail felonies first. So with regards to cause number 2021 CR 11646, I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt. And I will find you guilty of the offense of forgery of a commercial instrument or check. I will sentence you to 90 days confinement in the Bexar County Jail pursuant to 1244 of the Penal Code. There are no fines and no applications. This will run concurrent with 2021 CR 11642A as an apple and 2021 CR 11643. This is a plea bargain case. I did follow your plea bargain agreement, so you do not have a right to appeal. Ashley, if you don't mind sending him a trial court certification by itself for the probation case, because I'm sentencing him on these and closing these out. All right. As to cause number 2021 CR 11642A as an apple, I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt, and I will find you guilty of the offense of forgery of a commercial instrument or check. And I will sentence you to 90 days confinement in Bexar County Jail. You do get credit for the time you have been in custody, and this is pursuant to 1244 of the Penal Code. And I apologize. On the first case, how many days in does he have, clerks?
99 days, Judge.
How many?
99?
I do find the judgment is satisfied in 11646. You do get credit for the time you have been in custody on 11642A. And I do find the judgment is satisfied in this case also. All the cases will run concurrent, clerks. On 11642A, that is a plea bargain case as well. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have a right to appeal that matter. On the possession case, that is case number ending in 11643, I do find the evidence is sufficient to substantiate your guilt. I will make no other findings at this time. I will reset this matter for a TAP evaluation and a DDRF evaluation. We're going to reset it for a month at a time. I just don't know when those evaluations will be finished, but we're going to get started anyways. So I'll see you back here.
224.
Yes, February 24th. Bianca, let's try to have everything ready by that time. You're going to go in a breakout room, Mr. Roberts, so that you can talk to probation and set up the evaluations. Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
it's done already? Oh, she says it's done already. Okay.
Mr. Lessard, I'm resending you all those documents so you can fill them out again.
Very good. I'm going to step away real quick and be right back.
It's just one. I just want one on the probation case.
Yes, Your Honor, I have to go to my other
Okay.
computer, but I'll be
All
right
right.
back. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
Um,
Hang
I
on.
didn't hear you, but other than that, Harris County Board, is he JSAT on the 9 days?
He's Jason on the 90 days. We're coming back for sentencing on the possession.